Hello, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Ongaku to You for the week of March 9th, 2018. I'm your host, Ken, and with me I have Luna
Hello, everyone.
and Gray.
What's happening?
Have you guys been? Let's start with you today, Gray.
I've been good. Tired. There's a cold snap here where I live, so mostly been fleeing to indoors and trying to stay warm. Ugh. I'll be glad when spring's here.
Excuse me. Oh, wow. So how cold is cold, might I ask?
It was like 32 this morning when I went into work.
32, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No.
Could be worse.
Oh, I know, but it's early March. Like I'm ready. I'm done with this. Like you had December, you blew it. You had January, yeah, it was miserable. February was a warmer month than March has turned into. Like February was far warmer. I was wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and it was amazing. And I'm back to freezing. No, no, I don't go back to freezing. I go to warm and stay happy. Ugh, hate cold. Be glad today I don't have to feel cold anymore. Day's a long time coming though, so yeah, that's how I'm
And you,
doing.
Luna? And how about you, Luna?
I'm doing good. I've been very busy this week, started a new job, so
Hooray!
been very, very exhausted. Yes, very exhausted, but good other than that.
Oh,
So,
you
how
know,
about you, Ken?
real quick before we
I'll
get to
go.
Ken, I completely forgot I got my real estate license Monday. It's been a week.
Oh,
Yay! Congratulations.
yay.
Thank you. I'm
You're
excited.
You're officially allowed to sell me a house now.
Only in the state of North Carolina, so you'll have to come here with me if you want a house.
It'd be much cheaper than where I live. I'll tell you that much.
Uh,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah, I'm certain. But yeah, how you doing?
How's the
Ken?
weather over there right now, Luna? I'm doing great though. But how's the weather over there, Luna?
It was in the 40s today. Actually, I think it got to the 50s. It's been on and off. We got a crazy blizzard 2 days ago. Like, literally,
Well,
it snowed. We got like a mini blizzard, and then it just stopped and melted the next day. And now it's freaking 50 degrees. And yesterday it was in the 30s. I'm confused.
So is the weather.
so yeah. So right now where I live, it's 72 degrees, and everyone says, "Oh man, it's so chilly."
Oh, that's nice compared to where.
So it's like it's pretty breezy, and I don't mind it. But it was just like, oh man, everyone's coming out with like sweatpants and things like that. And I'm just like, what are you doing? This is nothing.
They just haven't lived in Japan through the worst winter they had in like 50 years.
Oh yeah, don't remind me through that.
That was the whole point of the comment, was to remind you of that.
Man, I'm just I remember trying to opening my door and I couldn't because the snow blocked the door in.
Oh, geez.
At least you haven't gone through the misery of trying to go into work, but you can't open your car door because your car door's frozen shut.
I've had
That's
that
pleasant.
happen numerous times.
Oh.
Yeah. Or trying to take a train that usually takes you like 30 minutes, but takes you 2.5 hours because you have to transfer every 3 stations because the train's like, F you, I'm not going to go more than 3 stations per car. So yeah, that was fun. But I've been okay. Just I'm getting used to my new schedule and bought a bunch of albums because my bonus just came in. So My wallet was very happy and cried and died in a very whimpery death soon
Yeah.
after.
Yep, all my pre-orders just came in, so I'm sure this new job will help, but my wallet's crying.
Yeah. So,
Like-
what have we
Like,
been
like,
listening
like I found out my
to?
field, I'm not going to get paid, so like I'm going to have to work 2 jobs. So hooray for me!
Oh
Let's stay
my
broke.
goodness! Yay! Yay!
Yay.
Wallets.
I stay broke, so it's like hooray.
But yeah, let's move on to what we've been listening to. Let's start with you, Luna.
So this week I haven't gotten to listen to as much as I wanted with my new job. Lots of training. But I did get Koda Kumi's new album in the mail entitled And. So I started out listening to that, which I personally really like the album. It's a lot of dance music, so if you like dancey club music, it's a great album to get you upbeat and wake you up in the morning.
Oh yeah, it's
And-
really good.
Oh yeah, I
Been
loved
tossing
it.
my long hair up and down listening to it.
Yep. So I was listening to that. I also got Boa's newest album in the mail, which I'm glad I finally got to listen to it, and I love it. So I like the whole album as a whole, and there was not one song I didn't like.
It is a great shame that it either didn't chart or it hit 9. I can't remember, but it didn't do as
I think
well
it
as
hit
I
9.
hoped. It did not do as
No,
well
it
as I
didn't.
hoped, and that
It
you're right.
disappointed me, 'cause it was really good.
It's a stellar album, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
didn't get
It
much
was
love.
really good.
Although
yeah,
it wasn't
so that,
promoted
you
a lot
know,
either.
No, it wasn't. No. I mean, I think she's trying to promote in Japan and Korea because her new Korean album just came out this week, which I'm going to listen to that this week, hopefully. What else I listened to this week is I listened to Juju's album, which was fantastic. I love that one so much, and I'm going to have to pick me up a physical copy now. So... And the other album I got in the mail, it did make the charts a couple weeks ago. Unfortunately, we didn't have a show at that. I think we missed that week. It was Kokia's best album, entitled Evolve to Love, her 20th anniversary best. It's 4 discs. The packaging is absolutely gorgeous. I've listened to 2 discs. It's solid. It has her best works. If you like really good, relaxing music, and she has like a Enka Celtic type feel, I guess you could say. I really don't know how else to describe her. She's different. It's a great album, and I've been like enjoying listening to that at night because I like that relaxing mood. So that's one I've been listening to. And of course, E-Girls, I was listening to Love Queen again, and their new single Pain Pain. And I feel like I was listening to something else. Oh, that SKE48 song. The color one. I can never remember the title.
Unconscious Color.
Yes. That song is so
it's burned in my brain. Like I didn't watch it this.
catchy.
I didn't watch it this week, but I've watched that music video like
this
800
week.
times.
It's so good.
It's so good. Lord, that's a stupid good song. Like I've woken up
it is
numerous
so
days
good.
with that song stuck in my head, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'll watch the really good coordinated dancing again.
Yes, it was really good. So that's pretty much what I've been listening to this week. So how about you, Ken or Gray?
Okay, can go first.
Let's go with you, Gray.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay. I'll go.
Well, if we were in person, we'd rock, paper, scissors this, and I'd lose. So you go first.
Okay, I'll go first. Okay. So I've been listening to a bunch of things because my wallet just does not know when to die, I guess. So I did get both M-Flow's new album and the remix album. So my wallet just died after that. And I've been listening to Team Sachihoko. And if you guys don't know this, they did chart this week, but it was for a different reason because they actually are performing a live tour. So I'm actually going to go watch it, and so I was kind of getting into the mood to watch it. And then pretty much what else was I listening to? I did listen to the new E-Girls song, and I finally did listen to Juju also, and I do agree with you, Luna. It is a really good album. I was caught off
Mm-hmm.
guard by it too. And that's pretty much it. I just bought the Kizaki Kaya 46 single, and I'm pretty sure that is going to take charge of the next week for singles. I can't wait to see the official numbers on that. But yeah, just mostly M-Flow, to be honest.
I need to check out their new albums because I loved the main song, No Question. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good, and that was only a snippet preview of it because the actual song is like 5 minutes long.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know how I learned that? I learned that when I was singing karaoke, and that song was already in it. And when we were singing it, I only knew up to the main part because the edit only does the first chorus, and I just did not know the second part after that.
What's these lyrics, man? What's these lyrics? I've
What is
entered
these
uncharted territory now. No.
Yeah, so luckily I kind of already know how Lisa sings, so I kind of just mumbled along through that. But it was interesting because Verbal's rap is hella fast, so I just don't like dealing with that. But yeah, that's pretty much it on my end. What about you, Gray?
Me, it was mostly a week of good intention followed by just getting trapped by a particular album. Because Wednesday, I pre-ordered Daichi Miura's new album. I've been really looking forward to it, and I was really, really excited to get it. And Wednesday morning rolls around, and I totally forgot I had pre-ordered it. I was watching YouTube videos, listening to some Comics Explained stuff, and just wasn't really thinking about it, and it hit me like a ton of lead. Daichi Miura's new album's out. I gotta get it. So I already had it, so I just opened up my music on my phone, and it was sitting right there waiting for me. And I was like, yes! I listened to 3 songs. 3 songs off of 28 of these songs. And by the 3rd song, Tsukida from My Little Glee Monsters was stuck in my head, and I couldn't get it out. So I wound up listening to Little Glee Monsters, that whole album. And then I would go back to Daichi Miura, and I would listen to 2 or 3 more songs, and I'd go back and start listening to more Little Glee Monsters. And it was infuriating and awesome at the same time because I love Daichi Miura, and I love Little Glee Monsters, and Little Glee Monsters is taking over my life, and I don't know how I feel about that at the moment, but it's like that was part of my week, and I was very fortunate. If you subscribe to Apple iTunes Radio, they do have the full album of And on there available to you. You don't have to spend a penny. And I got to listen to that, and I will be the one voice of dissension and say I didn't care much for it. There was one song on there, awesome. I loved it, but the other stuff was just not my thing. And it's the slow song. It's the one slow song on the album. I loved that one. Never Enough. Yeah, that song's amazing. But the rest of it, like I listened to it more. I didn't just listen to the album once and just throw it out the door. Like I wanted to listen to it, give it a fair shake, and it started growing on me by the end. There was one time I did get Sweetest Taboo stuck in my head, so it's growing on me a little bit. I'll probably go back and listen to it a little bit more. I'm not done with it, but right now I just wasn't the biggest fan. I also got to check out Juju's album as well, and I too was equally surprised. It was not what I was expecting. It just was the smooth, mellow R&B, and it was really good. It was really good. I was pretty surprised, and I like being surprised. I like surprises. That they can be fun sometimes, and they can be awful other times. But this one was a good surprise. So we're gonna roll with it. I'd recommend Juju's Eye album. Like that was really good. That was really good. I can't say enough good things about that one. I don't have a favorite on the album because I only got to listen to it once, but it's solid pick. Definitely worth your time. And that was it for me.
Just a whole lot of Little Glee Monster, the Deitch.
It was way more Little Glee Monsters. Like at this point, I've probably listened to Joyful Monster over 100 times, the whole album. And that's not
what about
the
Bish?
songs I've repeated. I haven't actually listened to, like, ever since I got Little Glee Monsters in my life, I haven't had time for much other stuff. When Scandal's Honey came out, like, I was like, Little Glee Monsters got in the way. Like, I was wanting to listen to Honey, and I'd get 2 or 3 songs into it, and I'd be like, Don't Worry, Be Happy would get stuck in my head. And I'm like, well, I gotta hear a little Don't Worry, Be Happy, like because that song's so infectious and awesome, and I keep waiting for them to put Juice on iTunes so I can just download it and have it and be done with it, but they're not putting it on there yet, and I'm this close to buying it on Amazon because it's like $22. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to buy that, like, daggum. Like, I don't know what happened to me, but it's not a bad thing. Like, if you're having a bad day, if you're having a bad day, put on Little Glee Monster. They live up to their name. Just put on Don't Worry, Be Happy. You don't have to speak a lick of Japanese to get the point and message of that song, and it is fun. It is infectious. And it reminds you that the sun's coming up. So, just because you're going through a bad season of your life, don't let it get you down. It's like, I always get the whole questions like Gray, like, you like Japanese music, but you don't understand it. I'm like, you don't always have to understand every word that's spoken to get the point and message of the song. Like, there's enough songs out there that do that. The case and point. Kill the Virgins by Scandal. I don't understand a single word in that song, but I can put together enough information to know that that's probably about a girl losing her virginity. Like, it's there. It's there. They say Kill the Virgin 80 times. It's a mellow song in a lot of ways. And at one point in the song, they repeat Hold Me Tenderly like 14 times. So I'm like, well, clearly this is about doing the do. So, I don't have to understand every line and every verse to get the message of the song. So, just food for thought.
Now you're making me want Mountain Dew really badly.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I bought we were at 7-Eleven today, and I was really thirsty, and I bought like a giant double gulp. So, like 64 ounces of Mountain Dew. And while I was at work, I had drunk maybe a third of it, and we had to clean out the truck today because we had to sit in the auto bell. Well, I set the drink on the top of the car so it'd just be out of the way, and not 2 seconds after I set the drink on top of the car, it fell and hit the ground and shattered and went everywhere. And I'm like, no! My favorite drink everywhere. I'm covered in it. It's all over the inside of the truck. It's all over the ground. I'm standing in a puddle of it. And I'm like, I spent $2 on you, and I didn't even get to enjoy you. Boo.
Well, but yeah, continuing on. Let's go on to some news now. And not much really happened. There are a couple things that I do want to touch on. First and foremost, Johnny's created their official YouTube account called the Johnny's Junior channel. Now, if you guys don't know, Johnny's just does not like the 21st century. They are very old-fashioned. So this is news in and of itself because now they're going to start delivering content and music videos, and it's available both in Japanese and English. So, and this is just for Johnny's Juniors. I guess they're trying to test out the waters. And I'm just hoping that they're gonna do their older members, their regular Johnny's groups like Arashi and Kanjani 8 and things like that. But it's kind of a big thing for Johnny's because they're slowly lifting their internet ban and joining the 21st century within the last 2 years. So it's just really good, actually.
I agree. It's, more people can get out there and check them out too.
Yep, it's time to join the 21st century.
And I wonder if this is, Johnny's Association's plan to kind of just let them be more exposed so that when the Olympics do happen, everyone will be kind of knowing what these groups are.
That's in 2 years.
It's in 2 years.
Like, we should totally do, somehow, some way. It's in 2 years, so we have two years to plan it. But we should totally, meet in Hawaii and just sit down and watch, the opening ceremony, bring a mic, and just have us watch the opening ceremony and talk over it and just comment as we see it. That would be dopes.
Yes, we should. Mostly because I'm probably planning to go at one of the events. So hopefully, because my friend has very good connections with the Olympic Committee, so maybe I could get some tickets.
Oh,
nice. I'm a huge fan of the high dive.
Oh, baby.
FYI. FYI.
But yeah,
Huge
continuing on to something that's also making a huge high dive is the Deitch.
Yes.
He is on the Rolling Stones Japan's cover for this month, just to pretty much boast about the new release of his best of album. I think it's 20 pages of the Deitch just talking about his career.
That's so
wow.
Cool. Great album too, by the way. It's not on the Oricron this week, but go pick it up. It's amazing.
It'll probably be on next week. Week.
Man,
because they love the Deitch.
28 amazing songs. You can spend your money in much worse ways. Go purchase this thing. It is worth the money. It's $15 on iTunes. It's stellar.
But yeah, I mean, they have a couple other things, and it includes this really big poster of the Deitch too. So
should get that for my wall.
Maybe.
Although if I ever have girls over, I'd have to explain who this giant Japanese dude is and be like, he's a dance singer. You got to get into it.
Every aspiration of what a man wants.
I'm excited. I got my copy in the mail, so I cannot wait to check it out tonight, hopefully, or this weekend at least.
If Daiichi Miura opened a dancing school, I would sign up for it and move to Japan and join the dancing school just to learn how to dance like him. Yes. I would do that.
Oh, and mine came with all his videos too, so I'm super excited.
You got all the videos?
Yeah,
jealousy is setting in. Jealousy has officially set in. I can't talk to you, Luna, anymore. We're not friends. I'm defriending you now.
I had to get the Blu-ray edition. I mean, I want to watch him dance, yo.
It's the sell. I love Daichi. I love his music, but it watching the music videos just makes the song vastly better. Like Cry Fight is so good, so good, and that music video is literally to die for. Literally, like
I
you.
can't wait.
Oh, it's good. It's so good.
But yeah, continuing on. Well, this past week was the Japan Golden Disc Awards. And if you guys don't know what the Japan Golden Disc Award, it's pretty much the recording industry of Japan, pretty much sales to see which artist or company or singer got the most sales over the. And of course, obviously, Japan Artist of the Year.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
It would not be anybody else.
And it's pretty funny because it's saying that this is her first time winning since like 1997.
She's had a lot of good albums, but I can see how that is. I feel like they top, but not like this.
I mean, the lasting power of this album has been phenomenal. It's been,
Oh yeah.
It's been here. It's been with us since we started.
Yep.
And
it's still going strong.
And we will talk about Finally again later today. Or later
No
on in the
surprise
episode.
there. But yeah, I mean, let's kind of just go through these, just like little snippets here and there. But Artist of the Year was nominated for Japan. Ironically, for Westerns was the Beatles. I don't know how, but I guess the Beatles did something.
Sold a greatest hits, maybe. My guess.
Maybe. Best New Artist of the Year was NGT48, which isn't surprising. I think their two singles sold like over 100 to 200,000 copies per single. So I'm not too surprised about that. Twice got it for the Asian side. So the Asia side is like Korea and Japan and China combined. But mostly the Asian ones are just going to be Korea.
I hate to sound ignorant, but the Western artist is Grace Vanderwall. I've never heard of that person.
Me neither.
Yeah, I have never heard of this person too.
Okay, I'm not alone in my ignorance. If you're a fan of her, let us know in like email or Twitter.
So they go by best new artist for Japan and Western art. Also, I have no idea who's any of these people for the Westerns.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But the Japanese ones, besides Beverly, I pretty much know everyone. It's NGT, The Rampage, Suda Masaki, Beverly, and Matsuri 9. Matsuri 9's idol group, so kind of happy about that. And let's go down to a little bit to the albums of the year. Japanese was Finally, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
This upsets me for the Westerns. It's Ed Sheeran. I don't even know. I think it's Divide. I'm not too sure how to read that. I think it's called Divide.
That's my guess too. It's the divisible symbol, so divide. Divisible maybe. I don't know. I'm not an Ed Sheeran fan, so I don't get Ed Sheeran.
Me neither.
I wouldn't know. I get so annoyed when his songs pop up on the radio occasionally. But yeah. And for Asia, it was Twice with #Twice. That's not really a big surprise there, too, because Twice has been dominating Japan.
It is Divide. Yeah. It is Divide.
It is Divide?
It is. I just looked it up.
Let's see here. For best 5 albums, finally, Arashi, Unentitled, which is their album for this year. AKB48 Thumbnail, and the Sandaime Soul Brothers with JSB World, and One OK Rock with Ambition. And this is a little bit of a surprise for the best 3 albums for Western. Yes. Number 1 was the La La Land official soundtrack.
Yes.
That will explain a lot when we come to the albums for the Oricron this this week.
Mhm.
It will. But La La Land was totally cheated out of its Best Picture Oscar. It needs to win something. So it earned that. Like I love that movie. So good. Divide
And
and
Ed
Reputation
Sheeran's
can go off somewhere. No one
Divide.
cares.
Divide got on number 2, and Taylor Swift Reputation got third. Let's go down for a bit here. Planning album of the year. So I have no idea what that even means, but it's a girl, DJ Kazu, who just likes to make monthly appearances on the Oricron with her love to pop Tsukida Hito Omoidasu. But yeah, if you go to singles of the year, it's AKB48's Nigai Koto no Mochi Gusare. I believe it was their graduation song for last year's. But best 5 singles. This is pretty funny because Akimoto probably just made a killing with all of this. The top 4 was all AKB48 with Nogizaka 46 taking number 5.
Well,
So that's just plain funny right there. And let's go down here with the best songs of the year downloaded, which is Dalko X Yone Kenshi. I'm pretty happy because Dalko is. If you guys don't know who Dalko is, she's a female artist that does a lot of Shibuya-kei, which is a type of pop music. And I was really happy for her because she's a very inspiring artist that I think should get more recognition past the anime stuff, because she sung the song Me 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 and Girl, if you guys know what that is.
No, actually I don't.
It was like a huge YouTube thing where it was like balls off the wall animation to this like catchy pop song.
Wait, I have seen that. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about now.
Where it talks about the guy getting so addicted to the internet that he
Yes.
he breaks up with his girlfriend. Yeah. But yeah, Me 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 was a really good song, and it really stuck to me back when it came out. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the Japan Golden Disc Award. I'm pretty excited to see what's gonna happen next year, because the way that Namie is selling, continuing into this year, I wonder if she'll win it again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, so.
it's possible.
Yeah, so I wonder how the sales are going to do it, because it's strictly per sale, not by accolade or anything, because they're very by the numbers. But yeah, continuing, let's go down to the Oricron. And the Oricron, oh, there are some things that I just get so mad.
Yeah, I know what
we'll
you
get there.
mean.
We'll get there. Do we want to do albums or singles first?
I say
Well, go singles first.
Singles.
I am all in.
Okay. So, starting with number 10, it's Kito Hanamu by Sayuri.
Yes.
And we all pretty much really started to like the song.
Oh,
Yes.
I bought it 2 seconds before we started recording. It's really good. It's really good. It is available.
Really good.
It is really it is currently available on iTunes. It's called Moon and Bouquet. The English title of it is, and like it is stellar. It's worth $1.29. Like, go purchase or listen to it for free. But it's good. I just wish the music video was full on YouTube. Like, that's the one thing I would change.
I believe this is used for the Fate Extra Last Encore, the ending. It's the ending theme song for it.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that was a little push from that. But that's 13,000 copies, which is pretty good, actually. And I'm happy to see that a little bit of the anime is getting up there, besides the other two that are on here. And with that, we'll continue on to number 9, Heavenly Visitor, and Diamond Fusion, in all caps, by Trigger. And it is by an app game called...
Those have been super popular.
Yeah, it must have been, because it's called... The app game is called Androcell 7, and it's based off in these idol groups, I guess, these male idol groups. It's done by Bandai Namco, and of course, Japan loves their app games.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Like mobile gaming has always been popular in Japan, and the cell phone just magnified it in a lot of ways. So, Brave New World.
So that sold a very modest 17,000 copies, and Connection from number 8 and number 9 is only 7 copies.
Yeah, I just
That is
noticed
insane.
that. I literally just noticed that. That's dopes.
So yeah. Continuing on to number 8 is Jumpman by Team Sachihoku. And I can't wait, because I wonder if they're going to sing this at the mini live that they're going to perform on in Hawaii. So, if you guys don't know, Team Sachihoku is Momoito Clover's sister group. So, kind of like the vein of AKB and SKE, how they're kind of related, but they're in the same company. That will explain all the colors that you see here. It's a really good song. It gets me really active.
I was wanting to listen to that before the show and ran out of time, so maybe post show I'll give it a whirl.
Yeah, but I really did, because I got their best of also this past week, and for me, I liked Sweet Memories is probably my favorite song by them. Can't beat that, honestly. But it was really good. I hope they perform it, because I'll be surprised if they performed it, because it just got released. But yeah, that sold 17,522 compared to the 17,515 that Heavenly Visitor sold. Just 7 copies.
Wow,
that's
tight.
Continuing on to number 9 is Try My Wings by Boyfriend. I don't know if I feel comfortable trying their wings.
I don't either. I don't know.
You know what's funny is, so they're a Korean boy band, okay? If you can't obviously tell if you looked at the title, if you looked at the CD cover, but they're doing the same thing that AKB would do. They're thinking very smartly, because they're making covers of each individual member.
Oh.
And everyone wants one.
Yes. So I'm like, there's like at least 7 different versions of the single.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Sistar did the same thing, and I actually am tempted to buy all their versions of Shake It just because I want every girl. And I didn't get the girl I wanted because I got random girl. I got a different girl than what
I got random girl. Yeah, there's
I got
9 different
versions. I wanted Hyolyn or Bora, and I got Soyu. So, I mean, I love Soyu, but I wanted Hyolyn or Bora.
No, you don't.
But I wouldn't mind, like, that's something I would buy multiple editions if I like all the people. Oh yeah, I mean there are times I've done that just because I wanted a certain photo card.
Oh
So
man. Oh man. There's 9 different versions of this single. And for me, I would just buy the one that doesn't have their faces on it. Just to spite these people.
You might be out of luck.
But yeah, that sold a very good 19,000 copies right there. And we continue on up to number 6, Pain Pain by the E-Girls. You wanted to say something there?
I just looked at all the individual covers, and the dead last one does not have a single dude's face on it. I'm like,
yeah, that's why I want that one.
The limited first print edition is what you want. Probably the most expensive one. For spite, you're gonna pay more money and give them more of what they want. Your spite works backwards.
Spite. Very backwards. But yeah, continue on. I really didn't like this song all too much.
I liked it. I preferred Love Queen.
Yeah, of course, because Love Queen is very poppy, and I loved it much more. And I preferred the Sun song also compared to this one.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great either. It's just kind of middle of the road. I mean, it's a good motivational. Actually, no, I wouldn't say that either, because it's like holding on to a bad relationship because you love them. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, well, it is better than the ballad song, because I really did not like the "I Did It to You Yokata" song. It was kind of just like, oh, okay. I mean, I do like their dancey songs compared to their ballads. This is just personally me.
I mean, I think I think most idol groups tend to do better for like dance numbers and stuff like that over ballads and stuff. Unless you're a little Glee Monster, and then you excel at everything. So. I'm just saying.
But yeah, that sold a wonderful 25,000 copies. 25,090. I should preference that because number 5 also got in at 25, which is "Find the Answer" by Arashi.
It's just too shy of 26. Song.
I really liked "Find the Answer," but I really like Arashi in general. So
I still need to listen to this song.
Really did like this.
I'll get there. I promise.
It's really good.
Like, I want to hear it.
That is really good.
But yeah, it's funny because I'm just waiting for the day that Johnny's just opens the floodgates and just lets us have images, because it's very easy to guess which song or which album is a Johnny's album or single just by the fact that there's no image available.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, that sold. I guess I'll round up because it was only too shy of it. 26,000 copies.
Yeah, it's a good round.
Just round up there. And going up to number 4 is Sazanka by Sekai no Owari. I really like the song. The song is really good.
I did not know how to pronounce the title of the song.
Sazanka.
Well, like my Japanese is, I haven't looked at Japanese in like 4 years, but last time I checked, there's no QU in the title, and so I'm like, Soniqua? Yeah. I had no idea.
But yeah, I personally don't listen to a lot of Sekai Owari, but this song was really good. And if you guys watch the PV, the music video was really good and really touching.
I was trying to find it on YouTube, but I had trouble finding it because there's so many Sekai no Awari, and I can't find my Japanese keyboard on my laptop anymore, so I gave up.
But yeah, that sold a wonderful 27,000 copies. That's not too bad. And I'm happy because, they are a member down and they're still trucking along, continuing on without their female vocalist. So, continuing on to number 3.
Hooray! I mean,
oh,
okay, so
goody.
I gotta preference this. I went to the Kawaii Con, and Idolmaster was there, or one of the seiyus, voice actresses, was over there. I just had this pent up rage.
Ooh, which actress? Which voice actress?
I'm blanking on the name. Let me just look that up real fast. But I was just like, I did not want to see any events with this lady at all. Good luck. It didn't happen. It didn't happen like I said it would. So.
Just so everybody does know, I'll read this off. It is the Idolmaster Million, the Adder Generation 5, Young Order, Grace, and E Nocturne, Spooky Star, Distant Moon.
Say what again?
That's a long title.
It's a mouthful, and I don't like the little @ symbol for like the adder generation, because I'm like, I guess that's how you say that. I don't know. I'm not fluent in Idolmaster.
I found the voice actress. It's Akane Fujita.
I wonder what else she's. I'll have to look her up and see what else she's done out of curiosity.
She's part of the Cinderella Girls one. It's sad that I know which one it is already because freaking Idolmasters.
The second song on the album is called Talkie, Distant Moon.
Please. It was also really good about this. To kind of go on a little thing about the convention that I went to, was Kawaii Con. So the voice actor for the Japanese voice actor for Vegeta was there.
Oh, really?
And he amassed a huge line. I think it was like an hour to get his signature. And it wasn't cheap too. I think it was charging like 30 to like almost like $30 to like almost $100, just depending on what thing you're gonna get signed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was Vegeta, and then he was Harley Hartwell in Case Closed.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he's been around in the voice acting thing because he's also in Saint Seiya. He's also in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, who is in Yu Yu Hakusho?
Reinhardt. He was Ko Uraki.
Ko Uraki is from 0083 Stardust Memory, and that's one of my favorite Gundams of all time. So yeah,
he was Karasu in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, he was in a dark tournament.
Oh yeah,
and he was on Team Toguro. Yeah, he was the one who faces Kurama. I'm currently rewatching Yu Yu Hakusho right now.
The guy that when he touches you, you explode. I like that guy.
Yes.
It is BS that Kurama loses that fight. I'm sorry, spoiler.
I haven't gotten to that yet.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I've seen all Yu Yu Hakusho, but it's been years since I've seen it, so I couldn't remember the fights.
I'm sorry.
It's okay though.
The,
It's
the,
okay.
the best fight in that show, bar none, is Yusuke's fight with Sensui. There's not another fight that
Oh, no
remotely comes
doubt, no
close to
doubt. I
that.
remember that though the most because that was always on TV.
That fight's 9
Oh
episodes
man,
long.
I guess
Yeah.
you guys should have came here because the Kawaii Con was meant for you guys. I
Yeah.
only went because I wanted Overwatch stuff.
Oh, I could afford it. I would have went.
Yeah, same here.
But yeah, continuing on. From that
Like I would be the guy with the co-poster. Like, sign my poster. Don't get any on Unit 1 or 3 because they're magnificent. But you can write all over your character's face. I don't care. But keep the Gundams magnificent because those things are gorgeous. I'm sorry. I'm still watching Gundam Wing and like my inner Gundam nerds coming out in many ways because I love
It's okay.
Gundam. I do. It is like it is one of those things like I feel like this is what I was meant to do with my life. So like, I was meant for Gundam, and Gundam was meant for me. So I'm just
Yeah, that Idolmaster stuff sold 30,000 copies.
yes. I'll never understand. I don't. I've been meaning to look if the Idolmaster app is on iTunes or not iTunes, but like the App Store or something. I'm too lazy and don't care enough. So
But yeah, continuing on to number 2, it is "Hey Hey Light Me Up" by Fairies, and oh my god, I love this single.
sounds awesome. The song
It is like, well, if you guys started listening to this, if you guys know what Eurobeat is, it's a bumping like dance music, like early aughts, late
Yes.
90s dance music that
Yeah.
run Japan's nightclubs during that time, and I was just like, oh my goodness, this is Eurobeat that I'm listening to.
Like I heard this song, I'm like, oh man, it's 2002 all over again. I miss high school.
Oh man, let's get into my H6 and go drift down Akina Lane.
It was
man.
it was an awesome song. I loved it.
So yeah, I was just, my goodness, I can't believe. But yeah, I don't think they usually do songs like this. This is why it threw me off when I first started listening to this. But yeah, I mean, if Harris can produce more songs like that, I am going to be an instant hook right there.
I agree.
This is also a song I bought 2 seconds before we started recording the show. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it's so
This
catchy.
is going with me to work on Monday. I don't care.
But yeah, it's just so funny. And this sold a wonderful 31,000 copies, and I'm so happy for them. And if they can produce much more pop-in Eurobeat songs like this, oh my goodness, I'd just buy it all. And now we continue on to number 1. It is called Doraemon by Hoshino Gen. If you don't know what Doraemon is,
You're listening to the wrong podcast.
Like, number 1. Yeah, you're listening to the wrong podcast.
Yep.
Don't mean to shut that down, but Doraemon is like the biggest thing in Japan.
It is.
Probably,
It really is.
In the early generations there.
Like Doraemon is so ingrained to Japanese culture. Like if you take like any Japanese language course or the course that we did, like they have Doraemon samples built into the textbook, and like we would have to read stories about Doraemon in Japanese as part of like our learning the language. Like Doraemon is he's so ingrained in part of the culture of Japan because I mean you don't it's not just kids growing up with Doraemon today or parents growing up who grew up with Doraemon. It's like grandparents who grew up with Doraemon. It is
Mhm.
multi-generational. There's not too many things in Japan that are like that, to my knowledge.
Besides Anpan Man, yeah. Besides Anpan Man and that Sumida,
Oh,
that
I'm
Suzue
Pun
animation
Man.
that's been continuing on since like post-war. I think that's the only two things that precedes Doraemon.
Yeah, like yeah. If you don't know Doraemon, you're listening to the wrong podcast. You need to get your life sorted out. Just life advice.
But yeah, life advice for this show anyway. But yeah, this song it's pretty good. It's done by Gen Hoshino, who is a pretty good vocalist in and of his own right. And I listened to the song and I kind of fell in love with it. Granted, I just came from the dance floor from listening to "Hey Hey Light Me Up," so I needed
Mhm.
something. I needed something a little bit slower for me to listen to, and this was just like the right beat. It's very nice and common. And sales would show that most of Japan also agreed because it sold 144,000 copies. So we're not getting too surprised to see 100,000 copies reach number one anymore. But it's just so funny. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the singles. Let's continue on to the albums. Oh boy, the albums unfortunately this week did not do so hot. Mostly
Yeah.
because Doraemon just Doku
Oh
Demo
no.
Door wherever the sales went. But yeah, let's continue. Let's go on to number 10. It is by One Heart by Uni One. I believe this is Uni One's uh, debut album. Yeah, I think this is their first album. So they're pretty much a rock band. I haven't listened to much of their things, but I've only listened to I think the Rotary, Rode, which is the song for like a drama, and that's the only thing I've pretty much heard from them. But they're pretty unique, I would say, for rock anyway. But yeah, that sold 5,000 copies. That tells you how bad the albums did.
Yeah.
If 5,000 can reach number 10.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a light week.
Yeah. So let's continue on to number 9. It is Play by Rotten Graffiti. If you don't know what this is, just think Japanese Linkin Park, and you're pretty much there.
Okay. Done. Because I've never heard of them.
Like
But
it's
yeah,
a it's a
I can imagine
it's like
Japanese Linkin Park.
it it it's mixture of rap and rock, and I was just like, okay. And they did do the
Like right now, I have the Breaking the
one of
Habit
the
music
end.
video in my
Yeah,
head, just because that's an anime
Yeah.
music video.
Same. Well,
Like,
and
I'll just cheat.
yeah,
so the that one of their songs was the Dragon Ball Super ending theme, so I guess that's why it got really popular. But
Oh,
I think the song playback, I think their music video is available, and that's just straight up. They're doing a rap battle with rock in the background. So I'm just like, oh man, I'm getting totally Linkin Park vibes from this. But yeah, that sold a wonderful on the dot 8,000 copies.
woo!
And let's go up to number 8. And this is the furthest I've seen a drop. It is finally.
It's
still glad it's on
I'm-
there. And we kind of thought it'd still last till March. I mean, it's still selling pretty well.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'll stay at 8 for a bit.
Hmm. I think maybe by April it
I
might
don't know.
drop, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And it sold 11,000 copies this week, and I'm wondering if they're just running out of people to sell it to at this point.
They've got to be.
So,
They've got to be running out of peeps to sell that don't have
Mhm.
this thing. Like I find it hard.
Yeah.
I find it hard to believe there's a person in Japan that doesn't have this album. Personally.
so, but yeah, I'm just wondering. I'm pretty sure it might just fall off, but by beginning of of April, I think that's when it'll finally drop off here.
I
Unfortunately,
agree.
It had a good run.
but it had a good run. I mean, it's been on since when was it? November.
Yeah.
Been on the charts every week since November.
I mean, we're 14 episodes in, and we've talked about it. The only episode we didn't talk about it was our scandal episode. So,
Yep.
I mean, it's been the powerhouse in force, and we'll see how it ends.
Yeah, but it's just pretty funny to just see it how it is. But I'm happy for it, and we'll talk more about this when it's finally out of the Oricon. But yeah, it's going down, and I'm gonna shed a tear when it finally comes out.
Yeah, me too. But I can see it going back up when she starts touring for it, So I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to say the tour begins. I know May. There's a lot of May and June dates because I really wanted to go this year and see her last live, but there's no way I can, unfortunately. So I can see it like leaving the charts and coming back on in like May or June too.
For a 1 week appearance, probably.
Probably.
But yeah, continuing on to number 7, it's Owl by Eve X Soul. I don't know what I just said there.
I think that's Eve Crosso. I think you pronounce the X as a cross.
Eve Crosso.
Or Eve times Soul?
Yeah, equals. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it equals to though. So supposedly this is a collaboration art album between a couple seiyus.
That's what it looks like.
So,
yeah.
So that would explain a lot. But I couldn't find it on my end, so I didn't show much interest into it, unfortunately. But it sold pretty decent, 12,000 copies. That's all I can probably say about it.
Yeah.
But continuing on to number 6. This is very surprising. I at least thought that this album would at least reach 3 or 5.
Me
at
too.
Least 5.
Me too. And it had 3 editions too, which is why I'm surprised it didn't get higher.
Yeah, and it's "And" by Koda Kumi.
Yeah, so who wants to talk about this
your
first?
thoughts about this. Yeah, you go right ahead, Luna. I want to hear your thoughts about it.
I really liked it. It was definitely, I mean, she's done dance music. She's done really hot songs like Koso Koso, VIP, but this is definitely a different style. I mean, this is some straight club music here. Some great dance songs. I personally really, really enjoyed it. I know there's only one ballad on there, which is Never Enough, which is a great ballad. And I feel like this made up. It is. It's really good. And I do feel like this made up. So I like Double Face, and it gave you a little taste of what type of club music she could do. But this one, like, I just blew me away. The one thing I will say is her English. There's a couple songs in there. You cannot understand what she is saying. I thought she was saying, get out of the plane. She's saying, get out of my brain.
Yes. I don't know.
So, if it,
I don't know.
Yes, that English.
That song gave me
yeah.
a headache. I swear. Like,
Yeah, but I will, so yeah, her English is not very good. I will say my favorite song in this album is probably It's My Life. I love that song. It's so catchy, and I love the beat. It's not too clubby, but it is such a fun song. I also really like Sweetest Taboo, although I expected a little something more like Koso Koso, judging by the title, but it was still really good. So, I mean, definitely worth picking up, and I have listened to it so many times already, and the full video for Party is so much fun. So, those are, and Lit is a great video too. So those are my thoughts. I really, really, like, I loved it. So what do you think, Ken?
Yeah, I kind of liked it too. There was only a couple songs that I really kind of just gravitated towards. Let's see here. Never Enough was really good.
Oh yeah.
And Out of My Head was also pretty good. That was the two songs that I kept going back to, honestly. But there wasn't. There was dance and beats, and I don't mind the dance and beats. But at that point, when I started listening to it a lot, I wasn't in the dance and beat mind, mostly because Fairies was just taking over my life with the Eurobeat there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, I mean, there was a couple songs that I was just like, oh, okay, I understand where this album is heading towards. Maybe I'll come back to it at a certain time, but, like, I only listened to Never Enough, like, the most out of all those songs.
And it was a really good song. My one thing was the song Hush. So she had 3 singles previous to this. Hush was not included on here. So, you know, we had Lit, Never Enough. So I'm thinking she's releasing another album later this year. And I'm hoping Hush is on it. So hoping that'll be the only new song. And then, I mean, yeah, the only previous, you know, single song. And she'll have, you know, new tracks. So I'm very curious about that. Because I don't want to have to...
I thought she was doing two albums. That's why it was very interesting on that news that she was doing these 2 albums.
So that's what I was thinking too. There's no release date though for the second one yet. I know she has a Driving Hits coming out, I think at the end of March, or is it April? She has a new Driving Hits 8 coming out, but I don't think that's going to be the other album that they're talking about, in my opinion. So, because I don't think she just released Hush as a single song, you know, and it was a limited Mumo release. So I'm thinking maybe we'll expect something in August, September.
Yeah, I want to say around that time. It's usually when a lot of artists mostly hits their albums for that year, around the August, September, November times. Mostly because everyone's out for summer vacation and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So I wasn't expecting, you know, like what And would be. I thought it'd be more like Double Face, which was very mixed, you know, song wise, but And was a good surprise. So it was a lot more dance songs than I expected. So I'm kind of wondering if her next album would be more ballady.
I hope so.
We'll see.
I hope so. Like I am not into club music. It's like mostly bass and noise, and I get why some people say it's dancey, but I don't find it dancey at all. I don't find it catchy, and most of this album was just like bass and noise, and I'm like, I don't like. That's why I loved Never Enough. It stood out so much, and it was just this beautiful, gorgeous song that just really, you could rip it out of this album almost, just because every other song on the album is nothing like Never Enough.
Oh,
And
that's true.
and I'm just like, I'm like I said, there's some like I've re-listened to it a couple of times. Sweetest Taboo's kind of growing on me a little bit, but it's still just not my thing. Like it's still just not what I listen to music for, and I like I listened to, after I listened to I listened to Koda Kumi's second greatest hits album, and the entire time I was listening to that album, I'm like, where is the girl that I'm hearing in this? Because if you compare them to like Anne and her second album, her second greatest hits, I know it's her greatest hits, and but like it's like they're like almost two separately different people almost, just because
Oh yeah,
like
she changes styles and I do like that she can change styles and still can make it work. But I like her old style better.
I like it, like I don't want to be down on the album, but I will say this is not, it was not for me. So uh it's I tend to like my pop music to be a lot more upbeat. So and it's just this to me, this is bump and grind music. At the end of the day, that's all it is bump and grind. Um and that's fine if that's what you like, but that's just not me. So
You piqued
but
my curiosity now.
how did I don't, that's fine. Like, I don't know how it piqued your curiosity, but okay. You're welcome.
Just the bump and grind. Just my ears pointed up.
I mean, that's what it is. Cause like, there's not really rhythm to dance to, and I like dancing to rhythm, not to beat. So, like, you can bump and grind to beat all day, but you can't. Like, for me, it's hard to dance to it. But you can dance to rhythm. Like,
Yeah.
that's just me. This is a personal
Yeah.
thing. But
no, I understand what you mean.
like I said, like I don't want to dump on the album. It's not a bad album. That's but it's just not for me. And that was the revelation I had upon like the third time I listened to the album. I'm like, this just isn't for me. And I will say, like, Brain legitimately gives me a headache when I hear it. I'm like, ugh, ugh. No offense to anybody.
Brain
but
was my least favorite song. So if it makes you feel better, Brain was my least favorite song. I don't know why I really liked It's My Life. That
Yeah.
one just really caught on me, and Lit caught. And Never Enough was definitely the one that really makes you, because it's so different than everything else.
And there,
And
Yeah,
the video
yeah,
for
yeah.
that is gorgeous. The
And
video
there's
is very simple and beautiful.
And there's some songs that I have experience with where the song itself, case in point, Scandal's Pinhill Surfer. Like, the song by itself, it's okay, it's really good, but what made me fall in love with that song was the music video. So I'm certain if I took the time and watched like some of Koda Kumi's music videos, I would have like the same effect, just because some music videos really sell the song. Oh
yeah.
and that happens. So, but I haven't seen any of her music videos, so I'm missing out clearly. So.
But yeah, unfortunately it sold only 14,000 copies.
That is.
I know. I was very
And-
disappointed.
That is a little
But
sad.
hopefully, it goes up just a little bit, or has a little bit more of a staying power, because she's another corner in the industry also, and it's kind of sad to see that it didn't do so well. Well,
Yeah.
it didn't go higher than what everyone initially thought.
No, I agree with that. So I'm really hoping, it'll sell a little bit more, because she is one of those people in industry, she's been around for so long, her and IU. So when you see their sales start to drop, you're kind of, wondering what's going on.
Yeah. But, yeah, let's continue on to number 5. It's Watashi no Sukumeru I No Uta by Chico with Honeyworks. Ooh, so Chico Honeyworks is a Vocaloid collaborator on the Nico Nico or the Japan YouTube, I guess, is the closest equivalent to Nico Nico. And mostly it's a lot of anime songs. Actually, you would like one of the songs, Gray, because number 8 is Shiroman Worker featuring Cotton from Little Glee Monster.
Uh, uh, Well, I don't know. I don't know. Like Vocaloids is something.
It's not.
I've never gotten into.
That's the thing. That's the thing. This isn't Vocaloid. This is straight up like anime vocalist songs. Like Honeyworks by itself, they are a Vocaloid thing. But with Chico, when Chico sings all their songs, they're just straight high poppy anime songs. It's really funny.
I'll have to give that a listen too. I like Karen.
And yeah, it was a really good album. I've listened through it in its entirety, and it gives me a little bubbly feel at the end, give or take. But yeah, it sold pretty modest. It sold 15,800 copies. I have to preface that because number 4 sold only 100 more copies than Chico did. But yeah. Going up to number 4, it is Last by Candy or Whip. Now they are this is their debut album also. And Candy or Whip is like this really zany rock band because if you even look them up on like Google or anything like that, they're just a bunch of kids wearing very bright outfits. But yeah, their Last I think is the major song on this album. And it was really good. I listened to just the little snippet preview that they had, and it's all right. I mean, it's run of the mill, and hopefully they can do a little bit more and do like a little Wanima switch where it just comes out balls to the wall with good promotion and everything. But yeah, it sold 15,900 copies. Can't wait to see a little bit more stuff by them. But yeah, continuing to number 3, it is I by Juju. You just heard what we initially thought about this album this week compared to what me and Gray thought of the album last week.
Hey, our original opinion still stands. She's really attractive.
Yes, she is very attractive.
Yep. Hey, can you believe she's like 43?
No,
oh my goodness!
no,
Did I just like kill it for you guys? Yeah.
No, you blew my
she's,
mind.
Like,
No, you just broke my mind. No, you broke my mind.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, she's been around for a while. I was surprised to find that out too, actually. But this album was great. So, and I love Juju anyway. So.
Oh yeah, she is 42.
This was.
Oh man, I did not know that.
Was close.
Oh.
That
Yeah,
was close,
our original statements still stand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we hadn't seen it. Well, we hadn't listened to the album last week, and I was like, well, she's pretty gorgeous girl, so you know, we can at least comment on that. And I caramba.
Ay caramba. I wonder if she's married. Maybe I have a chance. But yeah, it bumped down from number 1, but still hanging in there just because.
3's still a good spot for it.
Yeah, 3 is a good spot, but just the album sales did not take off. It sold 17,000 copies, which is good. And since we all 3 of us listened to the album, we have a better appreciation towards it.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
She currently lives in New York.
I want to. I'm okay. I'm gonna go to New York right now. Excuse me, y'all.
She grew up dreaming of being a jazz singer in Kyoto.
Oh man.
I do
Oh,
not see
man.
anything about her
Oh,
being
man.
married on her Wikipedia page.
Oh man. Okay, time to go to New York. Excuse me. Okay, so I gotta ask this. What is your favorite song off of this album? I did like Udahara,
Ooh, that one
the
was good
10th
too.
song.
I also
Sure,
really
yeah,
liked Roll the Dice.
Oh, Roll the Dice is good too.
I really liked that one, and I liked Let It Flow. That was really good. Urahara.
Yeah.
Believe
To-
was really good too.
Tokyo was really good, and it was the single that came out before this one,
Yes,
and I really
that
liked
was
Tokyo.
yes.
I like
But the
Tokyo.
whole album,
Tokyo was a good one.
the album as a
The
whole
last
was
song is
great.
really good.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
really good too,
I was
yeah.
really good too. I don't remember Roll the Dice or Believe, but I only listened to it. I only listened to it yesterday while playing Monster Hunter, so I was a little distracted. But yeah, I'm gonna go back and re-listen. Don't worry, but it is still a great album, by all means.
Okay, now going up to number 2. Now,
Uh,
this is another anime thing that we continuously keep on saying. It is Uta no Prince Sama Shining Masterpiece Show Recalling Risu no Mori. Continuing, I just don't know what I just said right there.
I don't know. I am not
What
familiar.
is the Google Translate on this?
It is Uta no Prince Sama Shining Masterpiece Show Lycra's Forest.
Lycros Forest.
I could be pronouncing
Okay,
that wrong,
good enough.
but yeah.
It's fine. We'll call it Lycros Forest. And it's based off the app game Uta no Prince Sama, and we've mentioned this a couple times already.
Yes.
It has appeared, and it sold a very modest 22,000 copies.
How is this an album? It is 4 songs.
Mini album.
Should not count.
It shouldn't, but it does for some stupid reason. It just does. I don't know why.
Oh well. Win some, lose
But
some,
yeah.
I guess.
Continuing on to number 1. Once again, Hugh Jackman reigns supreme with The Greatest Showman.
Yes.
Well, they do love Hugh Jackman over there, so.
Man, they love Logan, the Wolverine.
What is not to love about
Must have
Hugh
loved
Jackman?
the Prestige also, and the muscles.
What is not to love about Hugh Jackman? Like dude's an amazing actor, voice of an angel, like, and he played Wolverine for like an eternity. Like, what is not to love about that man? And Logan is the best movie of the X-Men universe. I've said it. If you disagree with me,
I agree.
You can quit listening to the show. Like, that movie is
I
amazing.
agree. Actually, as a whole, it's the best. Although I also really liked Fudge. Not First Class, the one at Days of Futures Past.
Days of Futures Past is pretty good too.
Yes, I think that was really good too.
X2 is a classic by this point.
They do have it on iTunes. Maybe I'll just give it a listen, just to see what's all the buzz about.
Fun fact: the midnight premiere of X-Men: The Last Stand was the day before I graduated high school. I loved that movie for many years, and then I went back and rewatched it. I'm like, this is trash.
What you talking about? Don't you love how they did the Phoenix arc?
No, I don't.
Yeah, we don't talk about X3.
The euphoria of graduating the next day made that movie amazing.
And then you rewatch it
But
and you're like,
yeah.
what did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, Greatest Showman won. I mean, it's a musical. I'm not surprised, you know. So.
The guy that did the music for The Greatest Showman, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain it's the same guy that did La La Land. So like there's a connective thread between The Greatest Showman and La La Land, and I think due to La La Land's success, like I think musicals are making a comeback in Hollywood. Like
And in
I want to see
Japan
Greatest
too, I
Showman.
guess.
Oh yeah.
Hey, when you got it, you got it.
But yeah. We are. That's pretty much it for this week's. Is there any news that we kind of want to talk about before we kind of sign off here?
So the only thing I wanted to add was next week, Yui Mikino is releasing her new mini album, which I pre-ordered last night. It's called Will. So if you don't know who Yui Mikino is, she is a voice actress. She also has done theme songs to a lot of anime, such as Tsubasa Chronicle. She was also Sakura's voice in Tsubasa Chronicle. She's done a ton of stuff, like a lot. I can't even list all of video games. But I'm very excited about her new mini album. She released an album last year, which I thought was really good. She had a concert come out last year as well. I'm excited.
Has she always been the voice actor of Sakura? Like in Cardcaptor Sakura or the current anime Clear Card Arc?
So no, she's too young. She's our age. So she did just Tsubasa Chronicle. She did not do Sakura and Cardcaptor Sakura.
Did she reprise her role for Clear Card Arc maybe?
I don't know actually,
that's currently airing.
Because I don't know if they got the original Cardcaptor Sakura voice actors or if they, what they did on that. I'm actually looking it up out of curiosity.
Oh, I am too.
So
I really liked Cardcaptor Sakura growing up. It was a really good show. Characters.
But I really like her voice, and I'm curious to see if it makes it. She also did Aria, the animation. She did the theme songs. She did The Girl Who Leapt Through Space. She did Soul Eater. She is not in Cardcaptor Sakura: The Last Arc.
No.
But she was in a couple Gundams, Gundam Build Try, Fighters Try.
I've not.
She was an Idolmaster. She's an Idolmaster, Cinderella Girls.
Ah!
Bringing it around.
She'll chart. Yep, she'll chart. No, she's also in Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah, there is a Monster Hunter.
The handler?
The anime.
Okay.
She's the voice of Rathalos.
World or what?
She's the voice of Rathalos.
I can be the voice for Rathalos.
But I'm curious to see if that charts. I'm excited about that release. And Milia Kato is releasing a single next week called "I Hate You" EP. I don't think her singles have been charting lately, so I'm really curious how this one is going to do. I'm honestly a pretty big fan of her, and I have a lot of her releases. But her newer music has strayed a lot from when she first started. So I'm very curious to see how this will do in the charts as well when that comes out. But those two are releasing next week, and that's the only news that I had. So
I have no news. I am news free.
You're news free.
Yep.
So I wanted to ask, so what we will be doing the Koda Kumi episode fairly soon. I want to say within the next couple of weeks. We'll keep you guys posted on that. But yeah, because that will be a very good slog through going through that. It'll be interesting to go through that.
Yes.
But when we are going to do the episode, we'll let you guys know. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this week. Thank you once again for listening to Ongaku to You. This is Ken signing off.
Thank you. I want to say thank you for listening to us this week. So you can reach us at Ongaku to You on Twitter. Follow us, give us some feedback. Let us know if you have any suggestions or an artist you'd like us to talk about in the future. You can also reach us by email at ongakutoyou@gmail.com. We will get back to you when we can. And I want to say have a good rest of your week. And thank you for listening. This is Luna signing off.
And this is Gray signing off. Hope you guys have an excellent day.